So we've been talking about finding local developers, finding what I call seeds, and then following them. And now we're hoping whenever they post, we're going to add value. Maybe they've already been posting and there's something you can contribute to there. But when I say add value, when I say contribute, what do I mean by this? Now, this is commonly interpreted as just, slip in a little comment that says, thanks for posting. Please don't do this, ever. This is no value to anybody. And, it's one of the things that I get almost every day on my posts. And I don't know why people do it. I'm sure they think they're being efficient, just, paste that sentence in everywhere. And then hopefully someone's going to go, someone said thank you, I'm going to offer them a job. This has never, ever, ever, ever happened. Ever. So let's not do this. So what do we mean by add value? Another misconception is that you have to go and find somebody's post and then teach them something. You have to say, oh, well, you're wrong here, I would have done this, and etc. Or you have to show your expertise. That's not what it's about. This is about being a part of the community. Now, if you're doing the search the way I've explained in the previous video, you're starting to get a feel for the local network. You're starting to understand which companies local to you, if that's the way you're operating, you can also do this remotely, but you're starting to get a feel for which companies hire for your skill set, and then who are the developers working there using those skills. Now you need to become part of this community. And that means contributing, but it doesn't mean you have to teach. It means you can ask questions, get involved. Maybe you've done something similar. Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you like what they've done. You want to ask how. The thing is, these people are posting and hoping that somebody reads it. That's why they post. They want somebody to read it. And if you can reply and say, oh, I'm interested in this, or not just saying I'm interested, but actually ask them a direct question. Ask them how they did it. Ask them, have you considered an alternative? Get involved in the discussion. Maybe they've presented a problem and they're stuck. Maybe you can provide a solution. But the more you can start to join the community, because that post and those comments are not just being seen by that person, they're being seen by all of their teammates, who's the network that you want to infiltrate, their employers. Maybe they've worked at lots of previous local companies doing the same, using the same technologies. Now you're starting to be seen all around the network, and you're being seen in connection with the technology that you want to be known for, what you want to be breaking into. So when I say contribute, I just mean join in the conversation. When you go for a drink with one of your friends, you don't have to be the life of the party, but you do have to be present, and you do have to now and again engage and ask a question. You can't just stand like a mute in the corner and expect to be invited out next time. You feel me? So this is not about teaching. This is about joining in. And after about 2 or 3 interactions where you've provided value, you've asked a question, an exchange that was valuable to either you or to that person, once you've been involved in a discussion 2 or 3 times, they're probably going to send a connection request to you. Failing that, when you do now send this connection request, it's not a blind, please be my friend, even though you've never met me. This is a legitimate connection request related to the technologies that you're both working in and both interested in, and you're adding value every time. They probably want to be able to talk with you more readily and easily, and therefore having that connection will help. So rather than you being a bird and turning up going, please, 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 you're a valuable connection. And if we can start to do this over time, you can't just do this all on one day. This is going to take weeks, because people only post infrequently, usually. So it's going to take weeks, but this is going to build into something. And at the end of this, rather than being, okay, I've been applying to 300 jobs and I've just heard nothing, by the end of a month, by the end of 2 months, you'll now know the whole ecosystem around you, all the employers that hire for your skill set, and most of the developers that are working in the industry around you. Now that's valuable. I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.